Star Wars Battlefront 3, and it has kind of been too long since I've made a commentary. So my last one was about the Death Star. It was part of my featured series, The Maps. Right now, I've got another pre-alpha video from that YouTube user, Borman18. This one is on the map Mustafar. And Mustafar is probably most known for being the place where Anakin and Obi-Wan had their final duel. Before I show you the pre-alpha video, I'd like you to check out this video that's about how Star Wars Battlefront 2 made the map Mustafar look. So, today's featured video is made by a YouTuber named Random White Kid. And he is actually a pretty beast gamer. This is one of my favorite maps on Star Wars Battlefront 2, simply because they have it so accurate to the movie. I mean, just the meeting rooms, like right here, from the movie, this map, excuse me, was really well done. Random White Kid here is a pretty good player, I'm not gonna lie. Keeps doing all this rolling and shotgunning stuff that I really don't like when I meet people doing multiplayer that, but it's definitely working for this guy, so kudos for him on being today's featured video. If you want to see more of Star Wars Battlefront 2 works by him, you can check out him and his channel at the end of this video and add a link in the description. So this video is about how Mustafar would have looked if it was made into the Star Wars Battlefront 3 game, if the game had ever managed to come out. I've only seen this gameplay about once or twice, so this is mostly going to be new to me too. According to the description by the YouTuber Borman18, who is supplying all of us with these amazing pre-alpha videos, thank you. He says that this map is one of the more obviously not as developed ones. They have a bit of lighting missing and just a bit of effects.
I need help.
So, well, apparently failed landing there. Lands to the ground, opens up and says, "I need help." Fortunately, that works, and he seems to be able to spawn right back where he was. So, I'm not seeing too many similarities here. It's been a while since I've seen the actual episode 3 of Star Wars, but I wouldn't be able to mention too many similarities here. See, one thing I've noticed about these pre-alpha gameplays of Star Wars Battlefront 3 is that you can randomly be a Jedi. Like, it will just automatically, without even getting any kills, it could just say that you can now be Obi-Wan. Which I think that if this was in real story mode or multiplayer, that'd be pretty devastating. Just because you could randomly be a Jedi, and they usually destroy unless they randomly fall out of their seat. Huh. So I've noticed that in Star Wars Battlefront 3, they've been putting a lot more emphasis on the space battles. Maybe it's just the way that this guy plays. He prefers space battles. But it seems to me that they're really trying to bring the space battles into more of your average gameplay. I don't know about the rest of you, but I, for one, really I don't play space battles that much. On the PC, your controls are a bit messed up, and I don't really enjoy them. I don't think they're made the best in the PC version of Star Wars Battlefront 2. Yeah, thinking that this is a good example of where the lighting isn't the best. Oh, hey, this is definitely from a Star Wars Battlefront 2 space battle, where you can just randomly man the command posts. So another thing I've seen is where it seems for every mission you do that you have to start out in a spaceship just like that and then fly down to whichever planet you are going to be attacking or playing on. But the problem I see with that is that if I was playing against you, I would hide like on the ship itself, or not land on it, but really close to the exiting point, and then whenever you spawned and started flying down, being focused on the place, like the landing where you're gonna go, when you're flying down there, I'd just go up behind you and pick you off, and then I'd resume my spawn camping. So, as I've been talking about the space battles, we finally migrated into some more of the actual land battles. This is pretty interesting. I'm assuming that this is a story mission. It did not say. I don't think this is multiplayer, otherwise you'd have more people swarming around. And I'm still, quite frankly, wondering about all of the players committing suicide on the upper left of your screen. There's an AAT on Mustafar. What the? What? Sick, nasty, weird death thing? Never mind. So, we are back to being a clone trooper on the planet Mustafar, kind of wandering aimlessly around with no point. I don't know. But what I do know is that this is a pretty cool looking map. Even though it does kind of need to be refined a bit, I am kind of liking how you're not stuck on the base itself. You can actually roam the planet. I'm thinking that that is a great touch. I was wondering, for the actual gameplay, so I know the maps are going to be way bigger just because you can land and fly in ships and stuff. But I wonder just how big are these maps going to end up to be. If you can you run to multiple bases and stuff? But, because I was thinking where one thing that is severely lacking in multiplayer in Star Wars Battlefront 2 is pretty much everything about multiplayer. Just, at least, maybe it's my computer, but it lags like heck for starters. I'm making a, I guess you'd call it a complaint video about multiplayer in Star Wars Battlefront 2. But if Battlefront 3 has such large maps, would they do it where they have more open terrain, a combination of buildings and natural scenery, I guess you would call it, and then maybe support a full 64 players? Or are they just going to have it where it has unnecessary space and not enough players? It all kind of depends on the game, so if they ever do come out with Star Wars Battlefront 3, I would be very interested to see how the multiplayer would work. So yeah, I can't see too much in this map. It's obviously still in its being refined stages. What I do like is how you can look through the wall and you can see where your objectives are and how many meters you are away from them. That really helps if you're like trying to run through a story mission and you have to go somewhere and you have no idea where to go. I'm expecting that that'd be really good for you. Whoa, nice glitch. What? Invisible lightsaber. Oh, invisibility perk. Oh, they have that now. Is that really how it is? Oh, that's cool. Oh, I see. The ground is quicksand. The stairs, they're made out of quicksand. I see how it is. Alright. So I'm wondering, why doesn't Borman use his force pull ability? Because at least in Star Wars Battlefront 2, when you use the force pull or push, it has a pretty awesome effect. You can throw back like waves of enemies. Kind of reminds you of a whole Force Unleashed feel. I know about this guy, but he's just going with the random lightsaber swinging. Seems to be doing him pretty well, though, I'd say. Anybody else keep hearing all these droids saying chucking a frag? Modern Warfare 3 much? Because now instead of thermal detonators, are frag grenades. So tossing a frag. Huh. We have some manga guards here. Looking pretty good. And so the video ends. That was a presentation on the video Mustafar. Sorry if wasn't really 100% on this commentary. Didn't quite know what to say. But it's been a while. And we are doing exams in school. But anyways, if you want to see more pre-alpha Star Wars Battlefront 3 videos, you can click the link up above. Or if you want to see more of my series I've got going called The Maps, goes through every single map in Star Wars Battlefront 2, all really great information about them. And if you want to see more about Random White Kid, excuse me, you can click his video up here or in the description, and you can check out his stuff. I'm Star Wars Battlefront 3 Base Command, and I approve this message.